Episode number 15, Two Guys, One Scale. I'm Scott.
And I'm Chuck.
And yeah, we're back. Episode number 15, 15 weeks of us losing weight, trying to lose weight. A little bit of progress, which is always good. Just get them out of the way. Weight updates. I was 270 point something last week. 266. So about 4 pounds this past week. After the little bit of a detour I took with the vacation and a little bit afterwards, but getting back after it, I haven't been working out as hard as I really want to, but my diet is getting a lot better. Didn't eat great yesterday for Father's Day, but I have another story about that coming up later. So, but Charles, where are you at?
So finally got back to where I was. I think I weighed in at 274.9 on Saturday. So huge getting back down to right around where I was when we weighed in at Disney before my complete breakdown and failure to keep my diet on track. So just took two weeks to get back there. So,
It happens, dude. I mean, plus, we ate a ton of sodium and all that. So we were, and like the one thing, I was talking to one of my friends over the weekend. We are gaining muscle, dude. Even though we're mainly doing cardio nowadays, we are gaining muscle.
Oh yeah.
Everything's much easier, dude. I mean, this morning, me and Charles got up and we went to a friend of ours was remodeling where they work, their office, and they were getting rid of all their office furniture. We went out there for Charles' new business and moved a bunch of furniture, which I don't think we would have been able to do when we were 320, 330. I don't think we would have been able to do that. It was some heavy shit.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we are gaining muscle, so that we gotta keep that in mind as we're plateauing, because the more we lose, the harder it's gonna be. So, I think in all reality, we're right where we need to be.
Yeah. I agree.
Could we be lower? Do I want to be lower? Of fucking course, but we need to be happy with where we're at. Now, if we're back at still 275 and 266 next week, then I'm going to be frustrated all over again.
Yeah.
It ebbs and flows. When it goes down, I get happy.
Absolutely.
But no, we're back in the right direction, which is great to see. Even in Disney, I was 268, so I'm 2 pounds less than that. Granted, it was 2 weeks ago, but still happy about it. We have not done our extra weight hike yet, where we're going to hike with the weight that we've lost, which we have made more progress on that. I'm starting to think we should just do a flat like 40 or 50, so we're not killing ourselves.
Okay.
And where I went on a hike today would be great. It's all flat. And I went on a bunch of side trails this time and kind of got lost. I ended up hiking like 3-point-something miles. I didn't even mean to. But I think that would be a good spot to do it. I really do. And I think we should do that. I can't this weekend. I'm going to be on a float trip drinking beer. So Monday is going to be an interesting weigh-in. But I'm going to keep it in check, dude. Like, I gotta. I got a bunch of seltzers, which are super low calorie, no carbs. So, and I'm gonna sneak some mango carts in there. But
they only 100 calories, Bo.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, no, it's great to see we're making progress again. It's not as fast as we want, but we should still be very proud of ourselves. Speaking of that, we posted progress pictures, a picture of us from every month so far on our TikTok. So if you do not follow our TikTok, go check that up. Charles went semi-viral with his 10,000 views. So
did I get there?
It's awesome to see, because when we get frustrated when we look at stuff like that, it really shows how far we have come. And I think us doing a hike with the weight that we've lost, or most of the weight we've lost, is really going to be a very, very stern reminder that we need to keep this going. But as far as other updates go, we're in the middle of another Conqueror challenge. We're still on the same one that we were on last week, which is kind of good. I'm kind of glad we're spreading them out.
Yeah.
Mainly, it's been 100 fucking degrees outside, and I don't want to go outside and ride my bike. I don't want to go run outside. Even though I did go on a hike later today, but it did cool down. But we're about 54% done of 87 miles in 9 days or something. So we're we're doing fine.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's been good. We've been seeing each other a lot more in person, less working out than we used to, but we're getting Charles's business ready to open, painting, furniture, all that stuff. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But
Much appreciated. Thank you.
we did get together last week at the day after the podcast, and do the first event of our decathlon. Just to recap, we are swimming a mile straight, running a mile straight, a 20-mile bike ride, kayaking 10 miles, a 5-mile hike, golfing 18 holes, and walk the entire way. We're doing a practice Olympic triathlon. Then we're doing a deadlift, squat, and bench press total to see where we're at. So we can do it again in like 6 months or so to see where we're at. But we got together and we went to the Y in between my house and your new office, to an outdoor pool, which was awesome.
Awesome.
And we swam a mile straight. I swam a mile straight, a little bit over a mile, and then Charles just kept going because I absolutely dusted his ass in the swim. So he was like, I gotta show off. You went what, 2.2 kilometers?
Yeah, something like
What
that.
is that even? I don't even know. Like, what is that in miles? What is that in freedom units?
Like a mile and a half.
Yeah. I mean, because you were like, "Oh, I just got 3 more to go." I'm like, "What do you mean, dude? I didn't lap you that many times."
No, he. So all seriousness, he lapped me what 2.5 times, or was it 3.5
Yeah, I think
times?
so.
Yeah,
I think it was 2.5. Yeah.
yeah. And I was just like, you know what? I'm so close. And in my head, I was thinking 2.2 is the half Ironman, right? And you know how I like to gear us up towards things, even though it's over a year away.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna show him that I can do it right now. And then I go online and look, and it's 1.9 kilometers is the half Ironman. So yeah,
So you
just
overdid it. You're an
overdid it.
overachiever.
Yeah, overachieving. Yeah.
Honestly, dude, like, it's getting into the realm of reality of us doing it, but the 56-mile bike ride, I don't think any of us is even a little bit prepared to do that.
No.
I did 60 miles in 2 days and was sore for a week.
We'll talk. Yeah, I think after we do the Olympic,
If we do the Olympic.
Well, we will. I'm gonna surprise you with something. I think it's gonna be a really big. It's gonna. I think it's gonna help us get there.
Well, we will see. Because we are doing a practice Olympic triathlon coming up, which I honestly, as nervous as I was about the sprint, after we did that, I was like, all right, we got this. If we do that and it's not that terrible, and even that first practice sprint was pretty tough that we did, to be honest.
That was and like to recap that. You got to wait like 10 minutes at the pool for me. We changed. We took like 40 minutes between swimming and biking. And it was terrible. And we did it. I mean, because we were both over 300 pounds still when we did that.
Significantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we swam a mile straight, and to be honest, was not that hard.
No.
I didn't do it fast by any means. I did it in like 33 minutes or something. Wasn't that hard. It really wasn't. It wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. I mean, it kind of just got boring. I told you afterwards, like, next time we swim together, like, I don't want to swim a mile straight again because we don't talk. We're swimming the entire time.
So Mr. Braggadocious here. I did it in like 33 minutes and I didn't even try. And so this guy,
I tried. It wasn't
this
easy.
this guy makes this look so easy. I'm going to brag on you a little bit. Like this guy breaststrokes. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to catch him a little bit while he's breaststroking. And I think I one or two of the times I caught like maybe 5 meters up on you after you'd lapped me a couple times. This guy's just breaststroking because he gets bored freestyling, and his breaststroke is faster than my freestyle most of the time. Like it's ridiculous how fast you are. It's ridiculous.
I honestly was keeping up with that because the pool was pretty busy, which we'll get to more a little bit in a minute. But there was another like guy swimming with us, swimming laps, and I was keeping up with him doing freestyle, and I was doing breaststroke. So I was kind of, and he was like a swimmer, like a
Yeah.
swimmer. So like that felt pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
but
You're,
also, so it
you're
was a busy
ridiculous.
pool, and honestly, the pool was great. It was an outdoor pool. I haven't swam
Oh,
laps outside since I was on swim team. It felt great. It kind of felt like the water at St. Peter's where we
Rexburg.
did the triathlon.
Yep.
Um, Felt good. I want to go start going back there, and I love it that it's halfway between both of us, or your office. Really, 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 really enjoyed it, and it just feels good to jump in a cold pool when you're outside.
Oh yeah.
But it was busy, so after the other guy that was in the lane with us got out, um, we're swimming. I was almost done with my mile, but you still swam for like another 10 minutes, maybe. Some guy just gets in our lane and is just fucking standing there and like flailing around and like holding onto the rope, the lane rope, and holding onto the wall. And he's wearing a fucking like snorkel mask and he's literally just dicking around in our lane. So it was during like, there's only 2 swim lanes and the rest of the pool is open to like dick around in. And he's in our lane, like getting in our way. And
Yep.
like, we were right next to the lifeguard. She saw what he was doing. At first, I thought there was like something wrong with him, maybe. But like he was there, he had kids there, and we saw him get in his car and drive home. So I mean, I think he was just a normal dude, just a big weirdo. So like when I was done, and you were still swimming, and like I would like every few laps, like I would like swim with you, like or behind you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he would like get right in our way. Like there was multiple
Yep.
times where I almost like ran into him. And I
Yep.
wanted to say something so bad, but I
I was
didn't
hoping you
because
were.
yeah, I didn't because like what if that dude was super nervous about doing this? He's trying to get into swimming because he was like kind of trying to swim laps. He looked like a drowning duck more than anything, but like maybe he was just trying to get into swimming laps. But like I really wanted to say like, hey dude, can I help you with something? Because there's 3 pools at this Y. Why do you need to be in this lane of 2 guys that are literally have been swimming for a half hour laps? Like
Yeah. Well, I
I
saw you.
the
You went over to the
the
other lane one time, didn't you?
yeah, he was driving me fucking crazy.
There was no one in the
The
other lane. Like,
Yeah,
and
the
he just.
lifeguard should have done something. I think it's because he couldn't hold onto the wall in that lane. I really think that's what it was. Um, I should have said something, and my initial instinct was to be an asshole, but like I shouldn't be an asshole, but like that was shitty of him. And honestly, the lifeguard should have done something. They should have. But
Oh,
other than that, pool's fucking awesome. We need to hit up some water slides next time we're there because after we were in Florida with those water slides, I want to keep doing it. I want to go down some water slides. It was super fun.
yep.
But I really, 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 really like that Y. And I want to start swimming there more.
Oh yeah.
I did swim in the indoor pool there by myself that I did not like very much.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something about being outside swimming, dude. It reminds me of being a kid.
I agree.
Does.
And I actually checked out the Lifetime that's right next to the office, and they have a cold pool to swim in inside and a warm pool to swim in inside, and they have the outside pool with even more water slides. And I was just
Can
like,
we like can we like do like a day pass there?
I
Fuck.
don't think so.
Because I would like to just check it out, you know? Um yeah, speaking of, so we went swimming, we did the mile. Wasn't
Yeah.
super, super hard. It made me kind of realistically think about the half Ironman. Like well, I could do the swim part. I knew from the beginning I could do the swim part. Now biking 56 miles after that, that's a whole different fucking story. But so we went swimming, and then on Saturday I went to a pool party. Busted out the Cuban Pete outfit again, um, which was fun. Different kind. I did swim some laps, to be honest. I kind of just like while we were all hanging out, I was just kind of doing breaststroke back and forth, so I could like get some sort of exercise. Um, got a little bit drunk for the first time like in a long time. Um,
Yeah, you're hiding it from me. I know.
what do you mean I'm
I,
hiding?
I see you. It's not showing me any of your exercises or anything because I saw you do a cool down, a mindful cool down with your Apple thing like 3 days ago, and I said something, and now you're hiding it from me, calling you out.
Dude, what are you talking about? I haven't done a mindful cool down in a while. I don't know, but either way, I got kind of drunk for the first time in a long time, and then I hit a new low. I can't read that. Mindful cool down. When does it say?
With Molly on Thursday for 12 calories. I think you accidentally did it. I don't know.
Oh,
But
that's like
that's
oh, I do remember that.
because Friday, I haven't seen anything since like midday through Friday. I don't know what's going on. Think you coverted blocked me so I couldn't see it. I see what you're doing.
Dude, that's weird. I don't know. Is there an update you haven't done or something?
How many times I gotta say I hate technology? All four.
Yeah, do an update. I don't know why it wouldn't show. I'll reset my phone. But anyways, so went to a pool party. Bunch of my friends were there. Got kind of drunk for the first time, but I made sure to keep my calories within. They ordered pizza and I didn't fucking eat any. That's crazy.
That's
That's
awesome.
crazy. And it's Farachi's, my favorite St. Louis style, which is really close to your new office, by the way. Um, but it was it was a really good time, and it was cool. Because a lot of people were like, "This is sad," but people told me like, "You just look like a regular guy now," and like that. Who thought I would be like so like pumped about being told I look like a regular guy? Like that
Yeah,
felt so good, dude. Like I'm not the fat guy anymore. I'm still fat. I'm still technically considered obese, which which actually I was like obese class 2 or 3 or something originally, and now I'm just obese and I'm getting close to just overweight. I think in
yeah.
like the next 10 pounds or so. So
Wow.
that's great. But just being told you just look like a regular guy now doesn't sound like a big deal, but it totally was. It felt really good. And like everybody just said how awesome we're both doing, and all my friends want to fucking hang out with you, dude, because because they watch our podcast. Um, so like I was talking to them, they want to go hiking. Like one times when we go hiking, we need to get a group together and just go. I think it'd be
I
a lot
think
of
that'd be
fun,
awesome.
and
I think that
you
would
know
be
I'm
awesome.
gonna we'll riding bikes and stuff. We'll all come to Edwardsville sometime and ride bikes on the trails by your house because they're awesome. But it was a really good time. I was a little concerned with my weigh-in the next day, but it was a new low. It was in the 266, whatever. The day
That's
after,
awesome.
so it was great. It was great, great, great. But I know your weekend was busy, but it was Father's Day. How was your weekend?
Oh, you
I
were
know you had
right.
some taxes last night.
I turned it off and turned it back on. So, and there it is. Awesome. Thank you. I
Yep.
hate technology again. Yeah, I had zap tie. And after I ate a third of it, I ate the rest of it when I got home that night.
I knew you would, dude. So we got another. We have another punishment coming.
Oh no, 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 no! I did not go over on my calorie count. Did not go over on my calorie
All
count.
right. And to
Um,
be honest, I think this one punishment, and you got another one banked that we got to do at some point. I think it's enough because we can't hold ourselves that hard as
yeah.
long as we're getting an hour of exercise and we're staying around our calorie budget. I think we're golden, to
Well,
be
and
honest.
and the
And
crazy thing is,
punishment,
right now, like we went over this earlier. I think yesterday or today we talked about it, but like I think I'm averaging like almost 14,000 steps a day. But because I'm
yeah,
not doing it during exercising, that I'm not because like you've said many times when we first started out, our Apple Watch would count just us walking to our vehicle because we were so out of shape as
yeah,
exercise.
yep.
Now we're moving furniture that weighs as much as us into like onto a U-Haul into my
Yeah.
office,
It gave me
and
2
I got
minutes of
like 2 minutes of
exercise.
exercise
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it just it's dumb, and I'm sitting there, just sweating my ass off, painting and just painting as fast as I can. And I get like another 5 minutes of exercise time, and I'm like,
Well, you know why, dude? You know why that is? We're
because our
motherfucking triathletes, dude. We are triathletes, dog.
yep, it's just nothing. I mean, our VO2 max is up, baby. Have you checked your
Yeah, dude.
VO2 max yet?
Yeah, mine was like 37 or 38.
That's a huge
Recently at
jump.
my runs. Yeah, dude, my run when I started it was 30 and then it went down to 28. when I was doing long walks because I was just so fucking out of shape. But yeah, it's like 36, 37, 38, something like that.
I
I think
think
it's because
my
I've been running.
I think my last VO2 max was like 35.2. Let me look here. Because, I mean, everything I'm reading, like VO2 max is a huge thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
35.2.
I don't know how super accurate the Apple Watch is, but like I said, we've talked about it before. We need to look at going to one of those things where they like test your VO2 max and they test your calories burned per day. It's called like a DEXA scan or something like that. They have them in St. Louis. Um,
You said
when
there's one
things
at
settle
SIUE
down,
too, right?
there's one at SUE too, and I get a discount because I'm an alumni. But when things settle down, like I got a few trips coming up. I got a few shows coming up, but like once that settles down, I want to come out there. We'll ride bikes. Well, we'll do that, and then we'll go ride bikes or something. I think that'd be
Yeah.
cool. My last one was 36.7, so it's it's good. It's VO2 max. Um, but yeah, I mean, dude, it's just nice to be making progress again. I'm feeling good. But yeah, like we were moving all that shit today, and I was wiped, dude. I really was. I came home and I worked, and then I was playing Fallout after work because I'm just hopelessly sucked into that game again. And at like 6:30 or so, I was like, ah, fuck, I only got like 7 minutes of exercise. So I went on a hike for like 3 point something miles and got lost. But it was a good time. But so yesterday, oh no, yeah, your Father's Day, you had Zap Tie. But other than that,
I mean, I painted. You know, we had a babysitter. We had a lot of stuff planned. We were gonna go swim, and I was gonna take her to the Y that we swam at. Um, we were gonna go do a couple other things, and we were working on the office, and we did visit Lifetime. That was the one thing we did. I had to get a U-Haul, for the next day. So I actually took the second half of today off and went to the Y with the family and swam and stuff and had a good family
mm,
time after finishing up the office and doing what I needed to do in the office. So
that's good. That's good. So yesterday, went to my parents' house. We barbecued turkey burgers. Had this thing that my wife made that she called a hot corn hootenanny, which was absolutely delicious. It was like Carolina Reaper cheese and like jalapenos and corn all mixed. It was like a corn casserole, but it was spicy. It was awesome. Um, Ate pretty good. I did have an oatmeal cream pie that my wife also made, like homemade, which are unfucking believably good. They are now gone and out of our house, thankfully, because I want to eat like 30 of them. So we get home. It's I think I was playing Fallout or my wife was playing Fallout. We're in the kitchen and I hear our doorbell ring, and I walk outside, and I have a front door cam, and I saw like a dude, and like it popped up on my phone like a picture of a dude. I hear my doorbell ring, and I go out there, and there's fucking Pizza Hut sitting on my front porch. And I pick it up and I like look at it. There's no receipt. There's no sticker on the side with somebody's name. So it's like 10-15 at night. So I start like looking around at my neighbor's house. I walked around my neighborhood. One of my neighbors had like their like front door open with like their screen door or like a glass door. So and they were like sitting there. So I went up and knocked on, and I thought it was them. It wasn't. So I come back to my house and we have like a neighborhood fucking Facebook group, and I'm like, hey, who ordered Pizza Hut? No one responded, so we waited like a half hour. And I'm just like, I called Pizza Hut. I called like Pizza Hut. They were all closed. I got in contact with like their headquarters or whatever. And then I'm just like, yeah, I don't know where it was ordered from or anything. She's like, well, you could just throw it away. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking throw it away. I'm gonna eat it. You kidding? A bunch of free pizza that showed up out of nowhere. It's like the fat gods are trying to sabotage me. But anyways, I have the video of the guy delivering the pizza because I watched it afterwards to see if there's any inclination of where this was supposed to go. And I'm going to share it because it's hilarious because this dude is so lost and has no idea what he's doing. So let me go ahead and share this with you because it's unbelievable this kid made it to the right neighborhood. So here, you can check it out and to see how weird this is.
He's like,
What?
where am I?
Looking around, yeah. What? And then there's like some junk mail that someone stuck in our door. Better look at that real quick.
Oh, felony.
There's the receipt that would have been extremely handy. We also have a huge thing that says our house number on the front of our house. There is a Pizza Hut. Now, this is the weirdest part. You can't touch the doorbell yet. I got to get on my phone. What is he doing?
Taking a picture that he delivered it.
And then he just runs away.
Well, I think that's that contactless delivery is why he ran away.
But like, well, I know he runs away, and he's not even parked in front of our house. He was parked in. Okay, all right. So, yeah. So very, 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 very weird. So we're sitting there with this fucking pizza. It's a pan pizza. It is jalapenos, which is one of my favorite things on pizza.
Yep.
Mushrooms, another one.
Yep.
And pepperoni, which I could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And then a huge order of Pizza Hut breadsticks, which I'm not a huge Pizza Hut fan, but their breadsticks are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like it was a large, huge order of Pizza Hut breadsticks. So we posted on the Facebook Marketplace. I direct messaged my neighbor on Facebook and stuff. So we waited about a half hour, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna eat this shit. The fat gods have blessed me tonight. It's gonna derail me for today, but you know what? How am I gonna not eat it? You know?
Yep.
The lady at Pizza Hut even told me, she's like, you can throw it away. I'm like, fuck no. So I go out to my garage where I keep all my Diet Pepsi, grab a Diet Pepsi, I go grab 2 paper towels, and me and my wife are literally sitting down at our kitchen island, and someone knocks on our front door. And it's my neighbor. He's like, hey, I saw your Facebook post. Yeah, that was our pizza. And I was like, okay, thank God. Thank God we did not eat some already. Because, like, I was so ready to eat it, like, right away. But, like, and, like, we were sitting down to eat his pizza, and then he came and, like, yeah, and then we gave it to him. And then what's funny is I was cleaning out I don't know why I do these things at, like, 10:45, 11 o'clock at night, but I was cleaning out my truck. And the little pizza fucking troll man came back and gave them another pizza. And I was kind of wanting my neighbor to come over and give me the other pizza, but I turned down pizza twice this weekend. That's nuts.
So you know what I'm gonna do for our next weigh-in challenge?
Do not.
I just order pizza to be delivered to your house twice a day.
No. Yeah, I'll come back. Next weigh-in I'll be at 3:30. But
all right, let me share
so embarrassing. It would have been so embarrassing if I would have been like, oh, hey, here's pizza. I ate like 5 breadsticks and a couple pieces, though.
I threw it in trash, is what I would have said. Sorry, but
I threw it away. Yeah.
So I want to share this with you so you can see. Can you see this?
No.
Oh, here we go. All right, so it's 20% for alumni. So you would get. Yeah. So if we just did the VO2 max and lactate threshold, it'd be 125. But I kind of would.
I want to do the resting metabolic rate.
Yeah.
You get 4 scans.
Yeah, so it'd be 250, or you can get 3 scans over a 12-month period for 500, which is something we might want to look into if we're really gonna be, training for the tri and a half Ironman. Maybe that's something we do. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think just as a beginning thing, we do
starting point.
Yeah, because it would be neat to see. Because I mean, as great as the Apple Watch is, I don't think it's super accurate.
No.
And plus, the calorie budget that I'm given is an average of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's too high. I think my calorie budget's way too high because I'm not losing the weight that I want to. But like you said earlier,
You're
We're
eating
building muscle
like
mass.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. No, I think no, that is something I want to do. It is, and then I have no idea where my SAUE like student ID is. I don't know how they're gonna verify I'm an alumni, but I am.
Yeah.
I went there for 6 years to get my bachelor's. But
2 victory laps.
yeah. My third senior year. But no, I think that would be really, really fun. We could do that, and then I think you're like not supposed to eat or something beforehand.
Yeah, it's
But we
a
do
well,
that, and then we can.
here. Let me show you. Let me do it again. It states like no caffeine for 4 hours. Wait, let me go back one screen. No smoking, so no nicotine for 24 hours. No caffeine, so no monsters for 4 hours before a test. And they can do treadmill or bike. And the thing is, I kind of want to know what my VO2 max is on both biking and on running. You know what I mean? Because I feel like
Yeah,
I've read so much into it, and I feel like there's different VO2 maxes for each. So,
yeah,
but
probably. No, I think we should definitely look into that. I want to wait till things calm down a little bit. I definitely want to help you get your business off the ground, so we're making some money, and
yeah,
so we can do this kind of stuff.
yeah,
Another thing in update, we are going to be setting up a little studio here at my house, so we're going to start doing these more in person. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but I would like to do it in the next few.
yeah,
But no, that'd be a blast, dude. That would be an absolute blast. But
yeah.
yeah, this weekend is going to be a tough test for me. The float trip, because I generally do not treat my body very well on float trips. I normally smoke a ton of cigs, drink a ton of beers, and eat like fucking shit. So
Yeah.
um, I think I'll be all right though. I mean, I went to a pool party, which is technically the same thing, and was fine, and hit a new low the next day.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome, man.
uh, yeah,
Willpower is there right now.
yeah.
You know me. I probably would have eaten pizza both days.
And I got my new prescription sunglasses today in the mail. Super pumped about that.
Let me see
So
those,
now I'll be
man.
able to actually see during this trip. Um, but I do think we need to take a break because we do have a special guest coming up next.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a third guy on the two guys one scale. It'll temporarily be three guys one scale. We'll introduce him here in a little bit, but he's lost a bunch of weight himself, and he's one of our followers, and it'll be cool to introduce him. So we are gonna take a break, unless you had
all right.
anything else, Charles.
No, I think we covered everything. Short and sweet. I'm sure we'll be on a long time with Kevin. He's one of our really good friends, so he's going
Yeah,
to have a lot to say. And I'm really proud of what he's done so far this year. So
yeah, cool.
let's
Well,
bring
I
him
will
on.
see you. I will see you here in just a little bit. So we'll be right back. Yeah, we're back. Back to two guys one scale. It looks a little bit different, as you can see. There are three guys. We have our first guest guy, which we are pretty excited about. So a third guy on the one scale, I guess.
We
His
can
name
make it
is
work.
yeah. His name's Kevin Bennet. He's a friend of ours. Funny enough, both of these guys were my boss at one time. One time and another. That's how I got to know both of these guys. I know they have a little bit of a history, but he's been on a little bit of a weight loss journey himself, which is pretty cool. I mean, this is the first time I've seen him in a couple years.
Mhm.
I've talked to him on the phone, but
Yeah.
he's definitely put in some work over the last, couple years or year or so, whatever it is. And, I'll go ahead and just let you introduce yourself, Kevin, and, like kind of how you know Charles and everything.
Yeah. So as he mentioned, Charles and I were both able to tell him how to live his life at one point in time because we were in
Right.
charge of him
Yeah. Yeah. That was
at a
Agent
former
Scott
company.
days too. Agent Scott days where I was not the most model employee in the world.
No, we always got along just fine.
Yeah. Yep.
We were there with him half the time.
Yeah.
But so Chuck and I have known each other for quite some time. We actually have worked at 3 different companies together. We met when we were both like right out of college, pretty much. We were working at a company together at that point. We met and we started hanging out a lot, and for whatever reason decided that we should be friends. I don't really totally understand that, but
Charles sucks you in that way, dude. He really does. He really does. He sucks you in.
I mean, through the years we've been pretty close since then, man. We lived together for a while, and I know some things about him that he probably doesn't want everyone else to know, but
Ditto.
yeah, ditto.
Let's go down that road tonight.
Yeah.
We're totally changing your viewership here.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I mean, you know, we all knew each other from the company that we all used to work at. None of us work there anymore. We were all managers at one point. Like I said, they were my boss for a while. Then I stepped up because I did change my shitty employee behavior around after a while. Kind of, well, yeah.
A little bit.
But, you know, me and Charles started this, and Kevin reached out, and he's been working out himself. You know, lost a bunch of weight. I actually have a progress picture, which I can share here for everyone to see.
Oh yeah,
looking good, dude. Looking
Yeah.
good.
You know what? You look real good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like. So one thing I've seen you post this picture before. What's with the Beetlejuice outfit?
That's
It's
exactly what I
Halloween.
was thinking.
And it's not Beetlejuice. It's the Addams Family. We went as the Addams Family one year,
Okay.
2 years
Cool.
ago at Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that's hell of a progress, dude. That's some progress. So I'll go ahead and take that down. But just to show everybody, yeah, Kevin's made crazy progress. So where did you start at? If you're comfortable sharing that.
Yeah,
Where are you
no,
at now?
absolutely. Yeah, so it was, to be honest with you guys, it was pretty much right after I left the company we worked for.
Mhm.
I took on a new position, and with that, it opened up so much, like opened my eyes up so much about how unhappy I was, how stressed I was all the time, how I was unhealthy, how I was just not taking care of myself at all.
Dude.
So I decided
Preach.
then I needed to make some lifestyle changes big time. The first, I'd say, big step that I took was I completely cut out alcohol from my life. I'll be honest with you. Thanks. I had a bit of a problem. I had a bit of a problem with that, and I finally just took a look at myself and realized that I'm not getting any younger. This kind of stuff I can't continue on for this path for as long, for any longer. I'm gonna have some really big issues, later on. We're all around the same age, and I know Chuck just turned 40. I'll be there in a year and a half. Scott, you're right behind us there too.
Yeah,
But
I am.
I just,
I'm an old man,
I think
Jesus.
I just started thinking about like, well, Charles and I have a really good friend whose father passed away when he was 48, and I have that number in my head, and I keep thinking to myself, "Damn, dude, I'm not far off from that."
Yeah, 10 years away from me, dude, and I'm the youngest of us.
Yeah, and I know that this individual had some issues with alcohol as well, and I think that might have been the leading factor as to why he died at such a young age. And I keep that in my mind, and I keep that in the back of my head at all times. And I'm just like, I gotta change something. So that was the biggest step, I think, for me, because I mean, just like you guys, I mean, you probably more than Chuck, Scott, but I've been drinking since I was in high school.
Oh,
dude,
and I'm kind of, I didn't quit drinking, as I'm sure you've heard on here. Like,
and I'm not here to preach on that or anything.
But like, I have friends that have quit drinking. Family that has quit drinking, and I've cut back a shit ton. And this was before I even started really losing weight, and it makes a huge difference, man.
It really does. And
difference.
my dad he was kind of a role model for me with that as well. He pretty much quit drinking whenever he was, probably around my age as well, and he still really doesn't. So he's 76, and
great man.
He's a bigger,
What's up, Tom
he's
Bennet?
a bigger guy. he's not, he's still a little bit of a bigger guy, but he's in way better health than a lot of other men that I see at that age. And I think a lot of that has to do with him not, sticking down that path of drinking alcohol his whole life. So
yeah, and I don't want to speak for you guys, but I mean, I was big time drinker. Like
I was too, man.
drinker.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that. Charles knows we live together.
We had the party house for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, we would have 30 to 50 people in our house just on a random, like, what was it called? Jersey Day? Like when Jersey Shore first came out, we would play drinking games.
I always hated that.
Yes.
I always detested it.
Yes, but we had kung fu night, drinking nights. I mean, we had a different theme for every night of the week. And during the summertime, I mean, I would get off work at 7 because we were working different shifts for that company. And we'd have at least 5 to 10 dudes in the front yard playing bags whenever I was, getting home. I mean, it was every night life for us. It was. And, I cut back on my drinking as soon as, I moved to Tennessee. I did. I don't know why. Probably because I didn't have you guys around, because it wasn't as fun without you guys around. But I don't know. Drinking was.
That's where the real drinkers are separated from the not real drinkers. Because I started like getting bad in college, and then I just kept rolling, dude. Like,
yeah,
by myself with my wife. It was. I have a much more healthy relationship with alcohol now.
Yeah, and that's all I would ever suggest. Like some people can drink a couple drinks and be fine. I'm not that person. I know that if a couple drinks is not enough, and I'm going to need more, and I'm going to keep going until I get to that point. Yeah. And it's just like
Kevin Bennet.
I have two. I have 2 children now as well, and I don't want them to remember me like that. My son's going to be 9 and my daughter is going to be 5 next week. And
wow, dude, that's crazy to think about that, man.
You got, heck, I was your boss, I guess you could say, whenever she was born. So it's been that long.
Yeah. Wow.
But I just don't, I don't want them to see me like that. And my wife doesn't drink either. So that's obviously helpful inside the house to not have either one of us,
Did she always not drink, or was it
No, she herself made a choice to quit. When our son was pretty young,
long time ago. Long time.
Yeah, she.
That's awesome.
She just decided it was time for her, and I didn't decide at that same time, but went on a few years longer than that. But I mean, one thing I noticed with that when I first started is just like you think of all the things like, oh, well, I don't want to go do that if I'm not going to be drinking. Like, I don't want to go hang out with those people if I'm not going to be drinking. But you get over that pretty quick. And in fact, I enjoy doing a lot of the same things that I did before with the people that are still drinking, just because I'm looking at them like, wow, you guys are a bunch of idiots. And they're my friends, so I just give them crap the whole time.
That was one of those last week when I was drinking, damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like you were saying, golf. Just one thing I used to always drink when I did. It's so much funner when you don't drink. Like, it really is.
And it's not really all that much fun for me, just because I was never good at golf. I still play, but after about 9 holes, I'm pretty much done. I was talking to my brother-in-law about that the other day. We were watching the U.S. Open. I'm like, God, these guys, like, I'm done. After I have one bad shot, it's over for me. I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
First hole off the tee, I'm done. Just walking away.
I'll have a couple good drives, but it's not consistent, and I can't tell you how I did it any differently when I have those good ones.
Yeah,
like,
you're not the only person, like me included, and I have people in my family that have lost a lot of weight after cutting back or quitting drinking altogether. It's crazy how much of a difference it can make. Because if you think about it, dude, like, it was completely normal for me to have 2,000 calories in just beer in a night, and then I'm like, fuck it, this White Castle or Jack in the Box sounds fucking awesome,
Absolutely. And so I mean, cutting that out completely, like you said, who knows? I haven't even tried to calculate how much how much calories I was intaking just from alcohol every day.
Well, and
plus all the food that I still eat.
The rallies.
And Charles knows. Yeah, I mean, he knows how much food I can consume. Like, it's ridiculous. And to add that on top of all the other stuff, it's like crazy. I mean, hell, I think it wasn't just alcohol alone. I started like dieting pretty much right away when I first quit as well. And I mean, I lost probably 40 pounds right then in that first, 5 months, but I want to say a good majority of it was just the stopping drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
I didn't really do a whole lot of working out then. I just kind of, was dieting, watching what I was eating a little bit better and cutting that out. And it's crazy how much I lost then.
So what was your starting weight, if you don't mind me asking?
So at that point in time, I really didn't have one. I first quit.
The same way. I didn't.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, you know what? I gotta make some changes. I gotta be better because I was, that first picture, I was the biggest I think I'd ever been in my life. I was 300. You asked me earlier, I never answered. I was about 300 pounds, and I'm 6'3". Like I carry weight a little bit better than somebody like Chuck, who's what 5'1".
I know. My height helps me out quite a bit.
Yeah, so we're in the same boat, but
yeah.
It's obviously noticeable, as you can see in that picture.
So Kevin,
big time.
One of the biggest reasons, other than you being my boy, I wanted you on today is me and you have been through this journey a few times together, right? We have yo-yoed. Yeah. We have done what was it? Salads and vodka, salads and clear liquor diet so we could lose weight. I mean, this is all about, us bigger people yo-yoing and finally, making lifestyle changes. So, what else did you do to like make this lifestyle change? Because like I said, how many times have I been on a diet, Bob? 30? How many times have you been on a diet? Like half that time.
A lot.
What have you done to overcome other than drinking? Like what else have you done to overcome, so you don't yo-yo again?
Right. Well, and there's some other things that you're not factoring in, because of drinking. When you drink, you're gonna eat. I mean, at least I was. So like,
fucking right, dude.
Anytime we'd go on one of those diets, I'd get to a point where I was obviously still drinking, and at that rate, I would fall off of them. I feel like I'd fall off of them a lot quicker. Just because I'd do it for a couple months, I'd lose, 10, 20 pounds or whatever it was. And then I'd pretty much stop and I wouldn't go back to it because I'd still be having that crutch for the alcohol that would just kind of pull me away from it. So, after I quit that, I went for about, like I said, I lost about 40 pounds and I went for almost like, I don't know, maybe 8 months without not doing really anything else, not doing anything differently. And I was teetering around like 350, 360 and 250 or 260.
I was going to say, dude, you got bigger nuts. It's like, no way.
So I was just kind of stuck there, and I didn't really care at that point. I was just like, all right, cool. I'm happy. I'm definitely being healthier and just from the alcohol alone. But then I started getting into it again, and guy I work with was like, hey, I'm going to do this water cleanse. Anybody want to do it with me? And I'm like, sure, why not? Let's do it. So we went 3 days with nothing but water and ice chips. And we went to Sonic and got a big bag of ice chips. And that is
the best ice, though. That is the best ice.
Definitely. And that's why we did it. It's $5 at the Sonic here. So if you guys ever want to look into doing that, it's nice, like, because you're chomping on something, so it makes you feel like you're eating, I guess. But I lost like 10 pounds just with that diet. And so that kind of kickstarted me back into the health thing. And I started, I didn't start right away, but I started getting into it a little bit more. And, same guy and another guy at the office, we all got a gym membership finally at this gym right down the street from us. So, we started on a workout regiment, and Scott, I'm kind of like you. I've heard you talk a couple times on this show where like you haven't really done workouts like that since you were in high school, and I'm in the same boat there. Like I hadn't had a routine like that. I mean, Chuck and I have gone to the gym a couple times before in the past, but I never stuck to anything. And I finally have a routine now that I go, 5 days a week, and I stick to it. It's like my days kind of not, I feel like my day revolves around it. I go in the morning because I'm a morning person, unlike you fools. And so I get up early and get the kids to school or whatever they've got to go if I have to, and then I go right before I go to
That's your
work. It works out
bedtime.
perfect for me. I know, man, it's late, but that time frame works out best for me in the morning right before I go to work. So, but I've just been sticking to that, and still dieting. I've always found, for me personally, lower carb diet is what works best. And I haven't done a lot of research on this, but Chuck and I have another friend who has had a book, and he did some research on it. And there's a book that or there's a something out there that says that your blood type will kind of tell you what types of food your body metabolizes best and whatnot. And when you look at my blood type, low carb, is the best thing for my body. And so, I mean, it's kind of funny that it worked out that way. I remember I was telling my wife about it one day, and she looked it up. She's like, "Oh my God, that's the diet that you always do." And I'm like,
How
"Well,
have I
obviously."
never heard of this before?
Is this Derek?
Yeah. No, it's actually Earl. He's the one who
Big
mentioned
Earl?
it to me at one point.
Shout out to Big Earl.
Yeah, he mentioned it to me one time, and it just resonated with me. I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. If I haven't done a whole lot of fact check on this, I just kind of go with the flow because it does work for me.
Yeah,
and it has worked for me. So
Mhm.
definitely look into that. If you know your blood type, look it up and
sure.
see what it says.
I had no idea what my blood type was till we had a blood drive at my office, because me and my wife were actually talking about it. I was like, I'm going to go give blood to see what I am. And I think I'm O positive.
That's what I'm in the same boat, dude. And that's what that, I mean, low carb's not always fun. There's more to it than just low carb, obviously. But like my wife's blood type calls for a lot of like vegetables and shit, like plant-based stuff, like, and milk is bad for her and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you're not going to cut out everything that you love just for that. But I've got, I guess maybe because I've done low carb diet so much, I've gotten used to it, and I know what I can do and I know what I can't do, and I just stick to it. But hell, with TikTok and all these people throwing out ideas all the time, like I found some good recipes of shit that I don't even miss bread anymore. I don't miss that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah. So you're not counting calories or anything? You're just like basically just doing low carb?
I'm starting to look at calories more, just because you plateau at a certain point. And I'm actually at a point now where I'm not really trying to lose any more weight. I'm kind of just trying to maintain where I'm at. I'm down to like 228. I wouldn't mind being down to 220-ish, but just working out, and I even added in a lot more protein, try to gain some more muscle and everything too. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really trying to lose a whole lot more, just trying to
Are you doing lean
and
protein
stay
or
here.
Are you doing just protein?
Everything. I'm doing, well, obviously protein shakes after I work out, and then I have like 4 eggs in the morning. And I just recently started not adding a bunch of shit to them, so that's going to help with the calories. And then like tuna.
You only need one thing on your eggs: the Hatch chili. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, dude, the shit's awesome.
It's awesome. It's at Sam's, Bub. I know you're a Sam's guy, or you used to be. You might be a Costco guy now since that opened up.
I'm a Costco guy.
Okay,
I'm a Costco guy, but
we'll have your dad get it
sriracha on there.
But for those of you who are terrible at math in their heads, like I am, I pulled up my calculator while he was talking there. 72 pounds roughly that you lost, dude. That's fucking.
I mean, and that's a
job,
lot.
dude.
I know, and you
25%
again,
of your body weight, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, so, and you guys have what? You're like 60 pounds, right? Or something like that.
I'm at like, so. He's lost more than we have, Charles, which is awesome.
Yeah,
and we're the fat fucks doing the show.
A lot more time too, though.
Yeah,
a lot more time.
True. So when I left our old job, I kind of got a little serious about my health too. I didn't stop drinking though. I was still drinking a lot, but I was just.
I just knew that was my crutch. That was the thing that would probably help everything else if I started there. And
I think it's awesome that you were aware of that and you were able to do that. That's awesome.
I lost about 20 pounds in May of 23, and I gained about like 8 of it back before me and Charles started this year. So overall, from last year, I'm down like 64 pounds. So I'm getting there. And Charles is like about there just this year. which is fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
I
and we
got to.
all know
I'm the fattest.
the
You got to.
well the hardest thing of all of this is how do you sustain this, right? So like
Mhm.
after you lose another 40 or 50 pounds that you have, how are you going to sustain that? And I
Mhm.
think that's what we all struggle with. And again, like I kind of mentioned earlier, like every other time that I've done stuff like this, I've still kept alcohol in there. So I think it's going to be easier for me to sustain, a weight, because I don't have that there. And I think that would obviously throws off your judgment, and you just start not caring and all that. So
And you're less
for me,
active.
that's yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so me, right now I know that I've got to go to the gym or I'm going to go back to that, and I'm still in that mentality where like if I miss a day at the gym, which I haven't missed very many, I make it up somehow. Like
Yeah.
I figure something out.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the point where you like look forward to working out? Because I have historically fucking hated working out, and I love it now. Like I really enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I really enjoy it. There
I
are
get
certain
mad if I
routines
can't.
that I don't like yeah, there's certain routines that I have, like certain days that I don't love. Like I don't really love leg day. I don't really love
No, I don't know who does. I don't know
back
who
day.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my lower back isn't the best, so that always scares me whenever I do back day. But
It's because we're
just
all
gotta do
almost
something.
40. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's weird how like 35 got here and like I started getting weird aches and pains. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in 10 years. But
but I
so you're
mean,
mainly
If
just
we lose that
you're mainly
weight,
just
go ahead.
lifting.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like I'm sure your aches and pains are less than they were before because you've
Oh,
lost
big
60
time,
pounds.
dude. Big
Same
time.
here
well,
and
it's
same for
it's
Chuck.
also the food we're eating too. Like Kevin was
Yeah,
saying, if you do the research, like so much sodium, and I know I keep touching on that, but you guys know how I eat. Both of you know how I eat. I mean, I'll take a 5-pound ravioli challenge any day of the week. It's just the amount of sodium intake is crazy, and that creates all the swelling around all your joints. I mean,
Yeah.
my aches
That's
and
one
pains have
thing.
went down so much.
That's one thing that
hmm
I'm terrible at, dude. I have so much sodium every day still. It's so
yeah. I
much.
mean, it's none of it's easy. I mean, I think I've noticed for myself that I don't want to call myself an alcoholic from that. I want to say that I have an impulse issue to where like if I start something, like I'm gonna go to the end, and like
Oh
when
yeah,
it's the
dude.
same with eating. It's the
Yeah.
same with eating
Yep.
for me. Like if I, I can put some food away, man, and as soon as it's down on my plate, I eat fast. Like I'm a quick
Mm-hmm.
eater.
Mm-hmm.
I'd challenge anybody to try to beat me in fastest eating contest. I'm pretty damn fast. Um, and
I
it's
think I
it
noticed
was
that
the
a few
same for
times
like
when we hung out after work. We went to like go get Mexican or something, and I eat fast too. And I was like, "Holy shit!"
I'll send you guys a picture. If you can share it with everyone if you want or not. But I did this challenge. Did I ever show that to you, Chuck?
Which
I did
one?
this burger challenge at this place down the street here with my friend Drew, and I think it was like 5 pounds of food. There was basically two burgers stacked on top of each other. There was some pulled pork on one of the burgers and bacon, and you had to eat that. Plus, you had to eat a side of mac and cheese in 30 minutes, and I did it. I'll send you the picture.
Did
It's
Drew
pretty
do it?
crazy. He didn't make it, of course.
Man,
So I
he's
got
0 for the century on eating challenges. We were in Orlando, and
Florida, yeah.
we went to like Howl at the Moon or whatever that is right by UCF, and he
Yep.
ordered that huge large pizza, and it was the worst tasting pizza ever. I'm sorry, I'll call you out on this. And he got through like a half a slice, and he was like, "This pizza's so bad, I don't even want to try it."
Yeah. Yeah.
He
I
spent
mean,
like
it's
$60 on that pizza. It was
I
terrible.
uh I did a food challenge years ago. Actually, I lost a ton of weight and I got down to like, well, not a ton, but I was, one of my many adventures under 300 in my 30s or 20s and 30s. And I did a burger challenge as well. It was called the Big Timmy in Chicago. Me and my friends went to
Mhm.
Star Wars convention because we're dope. And we, we get off the train. We took the train to
That's the word
Chicago.
for it. Dope. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And we get off the train and we get to our hotel, and right across the street it says "Man vs. Food Challenge" or whatever. So
Yeah.
we had all just been doing like low carb keto shit and lost a ton of weight. And within 30 minutes of being at our hotel, we walked over there and did the Big Timmy challenge. And I have a picture of what the Big Timmy looks like. I just looked it up.
I just sent you a picture of my challenge too. The one
I'll
I did.
pull that up. I'll pull that up next. So this is it. It doesn't look crazy, but those are 2 like pound patties.
Yeah.
And then there was like,
I mean, it's
3
very
pounds.
Get that
similar
off
to
the
the one I did.
screen. Get that off the
Yeah.
screen. I want to eat.
There was like 2 pounds of like cheese fries or whatever, and like I ordered a beer with it, and I ate it
That was a
so
mistake.
fast that the waitress was like, "I'm not even gonna charge you for your beer. I've never seen someone eat that fast." And I was like, "That is so embarrassing." I got a T-shirt. I got a T-shirt for it though.
Yeah, I got a T-shirt too. My the one that I did was called the I think it was called the Beat the Meat Challenge.
Oh well,
And I beat. So
I've
my
done a
shirt
lot of
says
that
I
too.
beat. Yeah, the shirt says I beat the meat. So
That's
So you
I
wear it
got
all the
that.
time, like to church and stuff.
I wear it, especially when we're going to be around a lot of our friends and this guy's going to be around, just so I can brag about it and talk shit to him that he didn't finish it and he had to pay $60 for his meal and I got mine for free and I got a T-shirt. So
Nice.
I'm pretty happy about that. I keep that one hung up in my closet just so it stays
That's
nice
awesome.
and fresh.
Let me pull up this picture real quick.
All right.
It's pretty similar to the size that you sent me of that burger, man. It was insane. It had a big
dude, that is 2
fried
burgers on top
mozzarella
of
in
each other.
between the 2 burgers, dude. It was insane.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if I want to see it because I'm starving. I'm starving right now.
But Scott, I got to give props to you, man. I was just thinking this myself. My stomach is shrunk, and you're just talking about doing that challenge after you did keto for so long. I can't imagine being able to do that.
Well,
we had fried jalapeno on top.
Yeah, dude, that looks.
Yes, there's a jalapeno on top. There's a piece of fried mozzarella in between the 2 burgers, and then you had a side of buffalo mac and cheese.
Yeah, whenever I get to 200 pounds, I'm doing that in under 10 minutes.
And why? I mean, I was down 40 pounds there.
That's gonna be my cheat meal. You know how I like to do on my cheat meals, Bob.
I was gonna say, Charles, like I get
That's
worried.
That's the indulge thing I was just talking about.
Yeah, if we ever stop this, man, like I'm afraid we're gonna go off the rails because whenever when we're in Disney, you're like, let's order 4 appetizers and mac and cheese and all this shit. I'm like,
wait a second. Don't put all that on me. Okay, you wanted some of those appetizers.
I ordered cheese.
But Chuck, that's how you are, man. You always order like $200 worth of food for yourself, and with hopes that you'll give some of it away to people too. But you're fine with it for yourself.
And we
did. Yeah. So the one food challenge I didn't do, John was with us, and we went to the Michigan State game, and we went to Tito's, and they have Mount Nachismo at Tito's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And we did a mini Mount Machismo. It's nachos with like the mini one was like 5 pounds. And we were watching people try to eat this. And we ate like a third of the nachos. And we were like, there's no way. There's no way I could do that. Now, a burger challenge, like what is it called? Bubs or Bubba's in Indy? I've always wanted to do that burger challenge.
There's one here as well in Evansville.
Well, I want to do that one
now. Here's a picture of the Nachismo. Found that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, it's over 5 pounds. Like, it's stupid. Like, yeah, it was. It was
hungry,
crazy.
guys.
I'm
hungry.
I've had 1,172 calories today. I'm starving.
Well, and that's just it too. Like those carbs and all that shit. Now, like I couldn't do that challenge now. There's no way I'd be able to finish my burger challenge today. Just because I've done so long without any of that, I'd get full super quick.
Yeah, one of my buddies that did it with me, he finished the whole thing too. And as soon as we got back to our hotel, he puked it all up. Like he just puked it all up. It looked like he puked up meatloaf. Like it was crazy looking, dude. But yeah, and that trip derailed me. Like I was saying, like a couple weeks ago and last week, like trips normally derail me. Or
I feel like
vendor weekend would always.
I feel like all three of us have a common theme, and that's a former place that we worked, kind of derailing us because when I stepped down from the management role, I was 355 pounds, and Lucian was coming up on his 5th birthday, and I was just like, I have to make a change because I'm working too much. I'm eating freaking, what's that chicken place right down the street? Not Zaxby's. What's the other one?
Raising Cane.
Yeah, Raising Cane's. I mean, I would just go there at 3:00 in the afternoon, and eat 4,000. I didn't know it was 4,000 calories I was eating. I mean, that's
You
stupid.
didn't pay attention to it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't
just
pay
doing-
attention to it. Or I would walk down the Firehouse, or I'd walk down to what is it, Goody Cafe, and get the beef
Dude,
lo
Firehouse
mein.
sounds so good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you when the last time I've had any of that food is. Like, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I don't want it anymore. I really don't. Like, I drive past those places.
I think we both still want it.
times where I still want
okay
food.
though. Like, I'm okay with my chicken and broccoli. I'm okay with, yes, I'm always going to eat Zap Thai. You know that, Scott. And Kevin, did you have Zap Thai whenever you came down here? Did I get you Thai food?
You did one time, and you
Okay.
told him to make it. You told him to
Thai,
make it not as spicy, and I think they put more spice in it. It was ridiculous. I think he did a sign behind my back that I didn't see to tell him to make it extra spicy.
Oh, that's right. He was. What was it that Charlie used to say?
Spicy food, man. That got me though. I mean, I'm never shied away from spicy stuff. So
What does Charlie say at Charlie's Mongolian? Cry like a little girl because of the sweat.
So
yeah, but
one question I had for you, Kevin, was so me and Charles, we're holding each other accountable. That's how kind of we're
Mhm.
staying consistent. Are you doing this with anybody, or is it just kind of like willpower?
yeah. So I'm definitely going to the gym with people. I've for the first 2 weeks, probably a month, I know me, and I know that if I don't have somebody there with me first starting out, like working out, and I haven't done it since high school, I'm not going to get the routine down. And I'm not going to get as much out of it if I just go by myself. Now
Yeah.
I'm okay to go by myself, and I sometimes prefer it just because of the time thing. Not everybody can go at the same time, but I know starting out, like it's tough, and it's tough for me, especially to not have that, and to have, so there's 2 other guys at the office that we all started working out together, and at least the other guy goes, but he doesn't go with us as much anymore. And me and this one guy pretty much, go regularly every day. No, me and Hare go every day together. Sturge has his own schedule because he's a soccer coach in town as well, and he's got a lot of other stuff going on, so he can't always make it when we go in the morning anymore. But yeah, I mean, just having that was a big thing,
for
especially
sure.
for me.
If we weren't doing this or working out together or whatever, I would have fallen off 3 months ago.
Well,
I think.
and I feel like we're going to get over our plateau too, because I'm out that way every day now. So we're going to be able to get together and work out more than once a week or once every 2 weeks. Like, we're probably going to get together and work out 2 or 3 times a week. And,
since the triathlon, we've worked out together like 3 times, if that, I think. So I'm glad that's going to change.
I mean, stop doing float trips,
Stop planning float trips.
This kind of goes back to what we talked when you first came on, Kevin. We all had the same job at one point. And it kind of led to us gaining a shit ton of weight and just being like generally unhappy. And like, I've got so much stuff going on this summer, but like, it's all good stuff of like me living my life. Where like 2-3 years ago, when we all were at that, we never did shit like this. Like, I was never going on multiple trips over the course of 3 months.
No,
Disney for a week.
You didn't want to miss
happened.
It wouldn't. I mean, you didn't want to miss work at all back then. Like, especially if you were an agent, like that's how you made your money. And it was great, and the money was great, but there's more to it than that, and we all kind of made that realization for ourselves in our own ways. But it
and one of the reasons that like I've been I want to, like, when I see people that I used to work with, they're like, holy fuck, dude, you look great. I'm like, yeah, I'm so much happier now. Like, and it's true. I mean, that's completely true. And I think we can all attest to that. Not that it's not, it can be a great place to work, but wasn't great for us, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not bashing the company by any means. It's just
Mm.
I got to a point where I knew it wasn't moving in the right direction for myself, and I had to make a change, and I had an opportunity come up that it was perfect timing, and I couldn't pass it up. So here I am. Here we all are.
Same here. And, I look back to just today, like I've been painting for like 8 straight days. Me and Scott got up at the butt crack of dawn and got all kinds of free furniture. Yeah, that's right. And
Man, I wish I was there. I wish I was so much closer, just so I could help you with all this stuff,
dude.
man. I want to be
And
painting
it
with
was
you.
they didn't cheap out on this furniture, dude. they didn't cheap out on this furniture at all, dude. Everything weighed a fucking ton.
Like even the computer chairs weigh like 30 pounds a piece. Like so.
Why do you think they wanted to get rid of it so bad?
Yeah. The thing was though, we did that, and then I painted, and I did all my trim, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go home early, and I'm gonna take my kids out, and we're gonna go to the Y and swim because we didn't get to do that on Father's Day because I was painting. I was trying to get the office ready. We didn't get to do it on Saturday because I was painting, getting the office ready. With our old job, you couldn't just leave and say, you know what? I feel like I need to go spend time with my family. I feel like
that wasn't an option, and that's like, yeah, that's with my company now. Like that's the first thing, like family first. They want you to go do shit with your kids. They don't want you to miss out on any of that kind of stuff. And it's not like I didn't miss out on a whole lot of stuff back then, but weekends was for us, for me, for you. I mean, and Scott too. I know you don't have any children, but weekends are huge.
We're loaded. Yes.
Yeah, like, and I couldn't commit to coaching my son's football team. I couldn't commit to doing certain things like that because I wouldn't guarantee that I could be there at every game because I knew I had to work on a weekend every once in a while. So I mean, that was always in the back. Well, yeah, but luckily
I was. Manager. You must have a good manager only having to work a Saturday every once in a while.
Well, I kind of worked the system a little bit. I was always on top, so I kind of made use that to my advantage.
Right, dude. But no, man, that's great. I mean, I never thought you were fat to begin with, to be honest, just because I've always been so fat. But like, it's awesome to see the progress you've made, man. It's incredible. And I mean,
same to you guys, man.
Me and Charles are very outspoken about what we're doing, and you weren't really. And then I saw on Facebook, I was like, holy shit, Kevin lost a shit ton of weight.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't want the praise or anything. Like, it's always nice, but I made the changes for myself. I mean, I'm glad to tell. I'm always happy to tell somebody what I'm doing or how I've done it or anything like that. But I'm not here to preach or say that my way is the way to do it. It's whatever works for you is what's gonna be successful. And
absolutely,
you just got to figure that out on your own. I mean,
it's finding what works for you and what you like, and because I mean, I don't think you're doing triathlons like me and Charles are doing.
Hell no, I don't do any cardio.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I walk on the treadmill for about 10 minutes. That's about it.
I never thought that Charles would be so into swimming and cardio work because Charles was always a lifting weights dude because he's got that crazy gorilla strength when we get in the gym and start lifting. But like,
no, I don't,
dude. Yes, you do. You won't go. You won't lift for years, and you'll go up and just throw up insane weight.
Well, it's because I'm fat. I throw up insane weight every morning when I get out of bed.
It's
true.
But yeah, man, it's great to see, and
it is, man. Like I see it in your face, man, and like even your photos on Facebook and stuff. Like you're just a lot happier, and it's just I don't know, man. I'm proud of you. I don't know. I wish I saw you more. We live way too far away. I know I keep moving all over the country. But no, man, you're doing awesome work.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are doing a great job too. I kind of hinted towards it the other day when we were talking or a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, I mean, you guys have lost a lot of weight, but no offense, you have a lot more to lose. And it's like, it gets harder and harder and harder as you get to that point because you do plateau, like you both said. And it's like, I've been taking progress pictures, like every month, and going back to look at those is reassuring. You're like, okay, I'm doing something right. Even looking at a month to a month thing, it's just kind of like, okay, because you'll have those days where you're like, man, I don't want to do this, but then you'll pull something like that up, and you're like, okay, what I'm doing is working, so just stick with it.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part of it, though, is just not seeing the results you were expecting to see as quickly as you'd like to, and having something like that to go back and look at, you're like, okay, well, I've actually done okay. I can just keep doing what I'm doing and be fine.
Yeah,
sticking to it. But
we've done the same things, and actually, we have a 1 mile race at the end of our first 6 months. Right, it's on the 28th, and
nice.
So we're gonna try to complete a full mile without stopping. And I'm actually gonna bring my.
I can't do that. So
I'm
that's awesome.
I'm gonna bring my Atari shirt, because that's what my first picture was on New Year's, the one that I'm completely blowing out of. Dude, it's like a freaking night dress on me now. It's absolutely stupid. And sometimes I just put it on just to feel better, because I know I'm still fat, and it's unfortunate because I let myself get like this. I remember you're 228 right now. I feel like when we were working at that cable company, I'm not going to say its name, but I feel like we were in the 220s or 230s trying to cut 20, 30 pounds there in a quick month, before trips and stuff. Like, it's funny because we thought we were fat back then, and, we're blowing up to the threes. I mean, it's absolutely crazy,
God, I remember when I hit 240 and I thought I was fat, dude. I would love to be 240 now, I was about to say something.
You'll get there.
Yeah. I mean, I was 270 when me and my wife got married, and you think about that, it was 7 years ago, and I lost weight for that wedding, and I've never hit it again. And I told her when we got married, oh, this is only the beginning, babe. I'm going to lose so much more weight. It's been 7 years, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
awesome work.
It's hard, but thank you, and you guys as well. Just keep it up. I mean, you guys have accountability partners, so that's obviously helpful. But when you both fall off the rails, that doesn't help either. So
yeah,
when that happens, call me in and I'll kick your ass in gear again.
Oh yeah,
sounds good, man.
Chuck.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, Kevin, I know it's getting late, and it's been great having you on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, this has been fun, guys. I hope I can do it again sometime, and keep it up.
Well, sure.
You too, man. I appreciate it, dude.
We'll see you.
Keep crushing the weights. Do some cardio.
We need to get him.
You know what? I want to challenge you, Kevin. Okay, because this is accountability, and that's what we do.
Oh, so now we have to do it because we're on recorded. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So I'm wearing this for a reason tonight. Okay. I want you to do this with us next year. This was one of the funnest things I've ever done in my life, and I think Scott can say it too. He was blown away by how much fun it was. It's a sprint triathlon. Okay.
Yeah.
You run a 5K. That's it. The biking is cool. The swimming's fun. It was awesome, man. Just the whole thing.
The toughest part if you don't swim, though.
I don't, and I don't even have access to like a big pool. The gym that I have now doesn't have a pool. I'm not saying that it'll always be that way, but
go to Bob's.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm not saying no, but I'm also not saying yes.
You got 10 months. Yeah. You got 11. You got 11 months, man, to train. We trained in like 2 months.
I was gonna say, if you're open to it, I'd be down to find something out there near you if it'd be easier.
Yeah, I've talked to Scott about that, trying to get a triathlon near Evansville so we can go back there and to the old stomping grounds.
Well, I'll tell you this much. All right, I'll make a deal. If Charles, if you can talk, let me think here. I'm gonna give you 3 people that we're friends with that you get talk into doing it, and I'll do it as well.
Let me name one. Let me name one because I've already talked him into it.
Let's not call him out on here. We can
well, John's already said
he's not. Nope, he's got sensitive knees. He's not going to do it.
He'll do a sprint. He'll do a sprint, not an Olympic, but he'll do a sprint. He's already trained.
And I'll give you the other 2 names after the call. And
no, give them to me now.
All right. Well, you got to get Logan to do it.
He's got a bad ankle.
Oh, I do too. I mean, shit.
I do too. I mean, I shattered my ankle.
Give me another one.
I actually do too. I heard it in basketball years ago, and I still haven't done anything about it.
All
Yeah, I
right.
drank a
I
fucking
will
drink.
get one of our friends. I will get one of our friends doing. Don't put names out there because I will call Shane, Derek. I will call any of our friends up that are in shape, and they will do it to push you to do it.
I'm gonna pick the name.
Accountability. It's accountability.
My
baby.
terms.
Oh no! Oh no! You said people we know. I will get two to do it because I'll fly them to California.
No, I'm not happening.
Charles is all about the peer pressure, and he's Charlesing a little bit, but it would be fun.
He doesn't get to me, Scott.
I know.
I don't fall for it. So
Yeah, no, it
But
would
I
be
will
fun. But if
consider
you're
it,
not
and
into
I'm-
it, dude, you're not into it. It's not for everybody.
I'm not
It's
saying
not.
no. I just have to figure out a routine that I can enjoy with cardio to get myself into that state of mind, because there's not much that I enjoy with it right now.
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah.
sucks. That's for sure. I mean, we ran a 5K at 310 plus earlier this year. Well, walked a 5K. It took us like an hour.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I really
proud
enjoyed
of
it. I
you
never
that.
thought I would.
Again, that's something I cannot do right now. I know I can't.
Shut it.
But I've never been a runner by any means. I've never done a lot of that. I guess I played basketball, so I guess that was running a lot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not fun for me.
Bad ankle though. I shattered my ankle jumping off my balcony in college after drinking a fifth Jägermeister. So I've got a bad ankle too. It's like super arthritic, and it sounds like a meat grinder when I like circle it around. So I get about.
At least you have a cool story behind it. I just sprained mine going up for a layup playing basketball.
I had a cramp today, and you guys both know ankles. Like my big toe and that tendon that runs all the way to your ankle was cramping for like 10 minutes. What is that? That's been happening so
No
much
idea.
lately.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
have
It's
to
weird.
look into it.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But
Well,
one more question for you, Kevin.
All right.
All right, just one more
It's going to be
question.
stupid. I can already tell. What is it?
Well, so you said maybe to the triathlon. We'll get that to a yes. Hopefully,
I said maybe because I'm being recorded and this is going live. I said maybe, yes.
To all 30 of our followers.
yeah.
Kevin's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. What was your question?
I'll save it for the next one.
All right.
All right,
idiot.
guys. Well,
How do you deal with him, Scott, every week?
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but you know what? It's a lot of fun, as you know.
Yeah, it's been a good time, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Kevin, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool to talk to someone that's not just us doing triathlons and just whining about how we're not making as much progress as we want. Just so you know, you've lost a shit ton of weight, and it's awesome to see. And you know, we'll get there eventually. 220s would be
Yeah.
fucking incredible to
Yeah.
see, man. I haven't seen that since early high school, sophomore, junior year, I think. It's been a while.
It's been, it's in my 20s, early 20s. Since I've been this low, probably. So just keep it up. And like I said, go look at old photos, and that should be enough to push you guys whenever you get to a plateau.
Charles kind of went semi-viral on TikTok.
I
this
saw.
week.
Oh, you went viral. I saw the pictures.
Yeah, he got like 10,000 views or something. So like, I mean, and
That was all him.
Yeah,
He viewed it that many times himself.
I guess I need to start posting shirtless pics.
Yeah, he's like, I look good here. I gotta look at that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I looked absolutely miserable in those pics. That was me owning how fat I am. And I'm going to look miserable until I get down to Kevin's weight, you know? I'm not going to be happy because I want to do tries, you know? And I want to do them competitively, so.
Dude, one thing before we let you go, that is awesome.
No, you're fine.
Like,
I'm not in a hurry.
A lot of my friends that I run into that I haven't seen in a while, and even like some of my coworkers that I've been friends with for a long time, they're like, I'm getting healthy, dude, because you can't be skinnier than me. So like, it's cool that we're like fucking kind of inspiring people a little bit to lose weight. It's really fun. Like my friend Jared, who I did that bike ride with a few weeks ago, he's like, let's go hiking, like let's go bike riding like once a week and shit. So like it's just
in
cool.
all honesty, Kevin started working out after our second week of our podcast, so we inspired Kevin. We told him how to live his life.
No, no, you guys. I mean, Truthfully, like if you guys caught up to me, I'd be like, shit, I guess I got to do something else. But I got a little while till Chuck catches up to me. So
you got some time, dude. I got a good 30 pounds.
Yeah.
So
You might have the rest of your life.
well, Chuck, you're
that's very true.
Supposed to be down to like what 250 here in less than a month. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, 28 days now. So
I don't see that happening, bud.
no, you doubting me? Is that what you try?
I don't think you can do it. Yeah, sounds like a challenge to me.
If I do it,
Charles, we always have
if
to
I do it,
temper
you have to do this next year.
Okay, if you get down to, so you have to get down to 250. Where are you at right now?
275.
And I got to see proof of this.
That's fine. I'll videotape myself butt naked weighing in just for you, bub, just for your eyes.
Because I know Chuck and I know how he likes to embellish everything. So I got to see proof of this 275.
Mr. Cooldown for fucking 700 points on Apple Fitness embellishing? Yeah, no way.
Watch died.
So
Yeah.
you got 25 pounds in 28 days.
Yep.
What's the date that you have to be done?
July 15th.
I mean, it's doable.
See, he doesn't want to do it because he knows I can't. He knows it. Come on.
If I challenge you to it and you do it, then I guess we all win, right?
Yeah.
right.
So what do you say?
I say maybe if you get down 25 pounds.
Also, Charles can't pass me. He can't pass me. I'll starve myself.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I will seriously consider it. I'm not going to say yes or no right now, but I will seriously consider it if you lose your 25 pounds. If you lose the 25 pounds, then I'm going to feel more obligated to do it at that point.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
So it's funny because Scott just said that. I remember when me and Adam were working out all the time, whenever I was over Swansea, and I was under Scott's weight, and he went on a diet right then and there because he got mad.
Well,
I did.
It brought up something I was going to say just a minute ago, Scott, when you're talking about your friends. They're like, they've always known you probably as the fat guy, right? So like when you getting skinnier than them, and I think we're all like that. I mean, I would be the same way. If I saw one of my friends who I've always known is bigger than me and they got down to my weight, I'd be like, well, shit, I got to do something, So
one of my really good friends, he's like, he works from home and I don't see him super, super often, but I talk to him like every day, he just had a baby about a month and a half ago. And I went over to his house like a couple days after his baby got home, and he saw me walking up to his front porch, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, man, when I saw you walking up the front porch, I was just like, oh fuck, I gotta start working out.
Yeah, but I mean, there's truth behind that. There really is, because I know that I would be the same way. Like my brother was way bigger than me. He's pretty much the same height as me.
I think you told me this a while ago when we were working together too. That your brother,
he's probably lost. I mean, he's skinnier than me now. Still, he doesn't. He runs, and again, screw all that bullshit. I'm trying to get gains. I'm not just trying to be the best at exercising.
Any powers.
So, but anyway, like that made me think. I'm like, well, shit, I can't let my brother, who's always been bigger than me, I can't let him be a skinny guy and me not be there. So there's truth behind it for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Well, this is fun.
It was.
And
you should bring me on every week. I mean, 3 guys, 1 scale.
Yeah,
we can make it happen.
But yeah, no, I think the guest, this was a lot of fun. I think we should do a follow up with you for sure.
Yeah, please do, because do it in 28 days whenever Chuck doesn't lose that 250 pounds, so I can talk some shit to him.
Ooh,
that sounds fun.
So it sounds like a good day. Sounds like a good day to weigh in. When is the 28th?
You said 28 days, right?
It's
the 15th.
It's the 15th, which is that's a Monday. It's a Monday, so that's perfect.
It's a Monday. That's your day.
Ooh. Okay.
Today is Monday. We normally record on Mondays, so yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Another challenge for that day. If Chuck does that, all of us, and I mean, obviously I look great, so I don't care, but all of us have to post a shirtless picture.
A before and after?
I've already done that. I did it at 338
Yeah,
pounds.
Where you're at now, though.
I'll do it before
Where you're
and
at
after.
now, though.
Yeah.
And before and after, yeah.
I'll do that.
Done.
I don't want to, but I'll do
Nobody wants to, but we're
Yeah.
trying to talk Chuck into losing another 25 pounds. What,
Right.
28 pounds?
Yeah.
Right?
I'll do it.
So
do it.
since I got to do all this to make this happen, I get to add on to that.
You got to run a triathlon with me.
No. Oh no. No. So shirtless. Okay.
Chuck, I'm going to be wearing pants.
Oh yeah. No, you're gonna be wearing a Speedo. You're gonna be wearing a Speedo, Bob.
I mean, here's the deal. I don't mind doing that, Chuck, but I mean, you're married and you probably like to stay that way, wouldn't you? I don't want your wife seeing me like that.
Oh shoot.
I want to leave you.
I'm trying to see the way if I can get out.
I'm only human. I'm only human.
Charles, I am how many pounds less am I than you right now? Let me look.
I gotta go do some push-ups, okay?
I am 9 pounds less than you. Well, 8.2 pounds less than you. So if I weigh 242, I'm exempt from the shirtless pick.
I like it.
And you're
So that's
250.
good because you're going to hold yourself accountable as well.
Yep, that's
I'll
right.
get down.
I want something where I got to do too.
Okay.
I'll
I don't.
do
Like
either
I said, I'm not
way.
really trying to lose any more weight. Where's something I can do?
Okay, so it's 28 days, so it's another month. Where are you at on your reps right now? When was your last max day?
It's been a couple weeks. I'll probably do that tomorrow, though. I'll probably do it. Yeah, I have chest day tomorrow. I'll
Well,
probably
wait.
do my max
What'd
bench.
you max 2 weeks ago on bench press?
On bench press, it was like 165, 170. So,
Okay.
yeah, something.
So how about this? How about this in 28 days? I want to see a 45 and 35 on each side. I want to see a 205 max.
I don't know if I can do that in 28 days. That's pretty tough.
That's
Do the
tough.
protein. Do some
I was
do a
thinking-
lot of dumbbell bench presses. You'll see a huge increase in your max. Talk to Hare about that. Hare, dumbbell bench press will increase your max huge. Yeah, Hare's huge. He knows all about maxing out. No, but seriously though, research it because it helps with your stabilizing muscles and everything. You'll see huge gains in your max really quick.
I do dumbbell press though. I do that every week.
You
as
do?
well.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying no. I got to think about that because I feel like that's going to be
205, you got it. 205, you got it.
200.
Huh?
I was just gonna say
What'd you say,
200. Well, I was just gonna say 200, but what's 5 pounds? I don't know.
Yeah, if I can do 200,
I don't
should be able
even
to
think
do
I could
205.
bench 205 right now. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one
We're doing
thing
a lot
that
of
I
planks
need
and
more work on.
push-ups.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, I'll take the challenge. I'll do
All
that.
right.
I'll try it.
I mean,
Let's
I don't
do
know
it,
if I
guys.
could bench. I don't know if I could bench my weight right now because I haven't been under a bar in 3 years. So
Yeah.
5
Well,
years.
So 28 days from now. So what? 4 episodes from now, we're gonna be having a 3 guys 1 scale extravaganza. That's what the
Yep. Videotape your 205. I want video evidence.
I want video evidence of your weight right now.
I'm gonna weigh in
I
at
believe
Scott's
you.
place. I'm gonna weigh in at Scott's place with Scott. We're gonna do a live weigh-in.
yeah. We're setting up a little studio here.
Little
So you
stoogey.
well, nice. Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, all right, let's do it. We all have a challenge.
All right.
That works for me. All right, boys.
Let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thanks again, man, and once again, awesome work, dude. It's awesome
Yeah.
to see
Yeah,
that you.
I got a question for you guys. Now that since you do this every week, do you guys ever actually talk to each other outside of a podcast, or
Every
you just sit
fucking
here and
day.
save everything for your podcast?
Every once in a while, me and Charles will be talking about something. I'm like, we got to save this. We got to save this.
Right now, it's got to be original.
Yeah.
It's like, don't call me. You never answer the
Yeah,
phone during
yeah.
the week because you know it's going to be about something that you're going to use on the podcast.
Yeah, no, but yeah, we still talk quite a bit. That's actually what started it. We were on the phone so much when we first started working out and doing Apple challenges and stuff that I was just like, let's start a podcast or something. It'd be fun. I don't really care about followers. It would be fucking cool. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
And now we're trying to get our TikTok up, so.
Yeah. But
I
Kevin,
think I followed that. I don't really get on TikTok much, but I definitely saw the
it's
pictures of
it's
Chuck on there.
brain rot, but it's so good. I'm so
Oh,
addicted
I mean,
to it.
I do get on there, but I don't
Yeah.
ever definitely don't post on there. I just always look at food recipes and shit.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even download the app until we started doing TikTok.
It's probably a good.
It's growing though, man.
Yeah,
I hate technology.
That's what they do.
All forms.
Yeah, we know that the 20 minutes
That
of
was
setup
proven
before
once
each
again
episode.
today.
Yeah.
I figured out how to use AirPods on my computer, Chuck. Did you figure that out yet?
Yes. Mine automatically connect. Thank you.
All right. Well, Kevin,
See you guys.
we'll let you go. Thanks again, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah,
And I look forward to being on.
Good time.
See you, Bob. Love you, Bob.
All right.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right, we're back. So that was very, very fun to have our first ever guest guy on the podcast. It was really cool. And I do have some more people in mind that I'm going to reach out to. And also, shoot us an email if you got a story. If we'd love to have people on. It's all about positive accountability and progress, and getting to where we all want to go. I know you had kind of one thing to say about like doing core workout, and I actually had something that I forgot to talk about earlier.
Yeah, and so I've got 55 minutes of exercise in for the day, and we're getting late into the day, so I like to hit the 65 to 70 mark on the exercise. So since I can't do stretching and cool downs, I've been hammering the core, and maybe it was just because I was so fat and my flexibility wasn't there, but I was doing like 10 to 15 crunchers at a time and taking significant breaks in between. And now I find myself doing like 35 to 40 at a time, and then doing like leg raises or other calisthenic at core workouts, like, doing side crunchers in between the crunchers, or doing one leg, one arm, crunchers for sets of 10 in between. Like, it's kind of crazy just how it's coming back. And, it feels good.
So along those lines, at that pool party I was at over the weekend, the topic of fitness came up because most of the people there listen to our podcast. What up, everybody? They were talking about how they used to get drunk and do plank competitions. And I was like, my friend's wife was like, yeah, last time we did, I planked for like 2 minutes. And I was like, that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think I could do it. And they were like, no, you can't. No, you can't do it. I fucking outplanked everybody, dude. And they're all in shape. Outplanked everybody,
That's
man.
right.
And it was like legit plank, like on your elbows.
Woo!
It was tough. It was tough.
What was the time? What'd you put up?
I don't even know what the time was. It was
doesn't matter. Gold medal.
Yeah.
Where's your medal at for that?
No, like people were like, what the fuck? Like people were shocked how well I was doing. It was a blast. And that just shows. I mean, because in my Apple Fitness stuff, I do a lot of planks, and I'm fucking doing tons of cardio every day. So
our core is getting there, dude. Our core is getting
for sure.
That's awesome, man. Awesome work.
It was cool. Felt good. I didn't expect it to be as easy as it was. I will say, because Richie will call me on this. He was the one. It was so like my friend's brother's pool is where we were at. There's like a little walk-in area where it's like this deep. So like my gut was kind of touching the water. He's like, "That's giving you buoyancy," and I'm like, "It's doing nothing, dude."
And like that's probably the dude that weighs like $150 soaking wet.
He does. He's in shape, dude. He's a runner. He's been running, but he was telling me it's way too fucking hot to run. But he said listening to us like helps him get motivated. A lot of them said that, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't met any of them yet. I know they want to meet me. I'm sure I'll be around sometime, guys. With 3 kids and opening up a business, it's
but
it's busy.
But I think this is setting. We're at new lows today. New lows this week.
Yep.
First guest this week. Longest episode this week. So that's pretty neat.
And one of our decathlon challenges down.
One of them down.
And we need to do we need to do another one before you leave town. So
actually, we got some suggestions.
okay. Yeah, let's
We
go
got
over
some
that.
suggestions.
Because we
So
still got 2 slots left. So
yeah, we still got 2 left. So the last 2 events we were suggested 100-yard dash. We wrestle. I don't know if that means giving each other stunners and rock bottoms or bronco busters or what, or just like legit wrestling. But Charles used to actually wrestle and he would murder me, I think. And we
Or
don't
do
want
they
to hurt
want
each
like
other.
bar KY wrestling like
Yeah, I
back
don't
in the
know.
early
Yeah,
2000s?
I don't know. We got punt, pass, kick suggested. We got pole dancing suggested, a pole dancing class, which I think would be pretty hilarious. And then home run derby. So I think out of those, we should pick one. And then we'll another week of suggestions.
Okay. I mean, I think the funnest, because the punt pass kick we'd be done within like 5 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the funnest one would be the home run derby. Like, I know you would love to do it, dude.
Oh,
I haven't swung a bat in 10 years, so you might just go out there and crush, and I might just hit ground balls. We don't know.
Just so everyone's clear, because I do want to record this. Charles played college baseball, and Charles played college baseball like very competitively. Was very good. I haven't played baseball since my sophomore year, I think, freshman year maybe of high school, not college. I did in college. I did. My roommate said he was on the baseball team, but he wasn't because we looked it up because it's very easy to do. Before we moved in, he said he was on whatever. We did go out to the baseball diamonds at SAUE, and we would not necessarily do home run derbies, but we would like bat and shit.
I'm down though. Like that would be a lot.
I do want to do that. I think it would be so much fun. I haven't hit a ball over a fence since then. You know, it's a good feeling. The thing is, where are we gonna do it? We gonna do it a softball field? 250 to deep center?
No.
So we can just be cranking them, dude?
No. I'm
I'm
gonna find a field because we got a lot of fields around here.
Yeah,
I do want to get a field that's like at least 300 dead center. Like,
yeah,
we got to get above a Babe Ruth size field.
Yeah, I was gonna say 200 down the line.
Yeah, no, I don't want to, because I mean, I want it to be fun, but I don't want to lose. Like, I still have like 30 or 40 baseballs, and I don't want to lose every single one.
Yeah,
we're in a little league ballpark.
Watch us be there for hours and not hit one out.
Dude, I will rip my shoulders out of socket trying to hit one out if it's that bad.
I know, because when me and my buddy did, we did it like at SAUE's like college baseball diamond where it was like 400 to center, dude, and I hit the wall a couple times and never got it over in center though. I do Apo Taco though.
That was one of my favorite ball. Like, I think they redid the field since I played there in like 2003, but it was one of my favorite fields.
That's when I was there, dude. The Chiquita Banana Stadium or whatever the fuck it is, got the huge Chiquita Banana
in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure.
I think that would be a blast. So I did do some pitching, so I can, I know you said you used to pitch BP, but
yeah, I can throw.
It's gonna take me a while to warm up, dude. And the thing, that sucks is, do we have a backstop or something? Because it's weird to not aim, like a mitt.
So that's why I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna find out like the local Legion team, and go talk to the coach or something and say, hey, like, can we get the field for like 15 minutes after you guys are done, or 15 minutes before you guys are done practice? That way we can put one of the screens in, and we can put an L screen in too, so we don't hit each other with the line drive.
Yeah, and it would be really cool to just get a pitching machine.
It would, but now I'm thinking, like, where can I go and get some practice reps in with the pitching machine?
Oh, dude, I'm going to the batting cages for sure. I haven't swung a bat in years.
So the real question is, are we going to use wood or metal?
Metal.
Okay.
Well, I think both.
I've got plenty of metal bats still that have pop on. I got -5s and -3s, so you can pick your poison.
Yeah, I think we should do both.
Okay.
We'll do a round with wood, a round with metal.
That'd be fun. I might have to go out and
Yeah.
go out and get a new dinger bat or something because I think I gave my wood bat away like my last
No,
semi
you
pro.
don't have to do that. We can just do what we got. No, but I think that'd be really fun.
It
But,
would be.
like I
It
said,
will be.
longest episode. So yeah, send in more suggestions.
Yeah.
Those are good. Yeah, the punt pass kick it would be over so fast, but it would be fun. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I'd say we get it another week.
Well, and
We'll
it's
see.
really hard to get access to a football field anymore because people spend so much money on the turf and stuff. Like, how are we gonna? And I mean, I'm not gonna hold a ball while you're kicking. I'm sorry. I don't want you holding the ball while I'm kicking either.
Yeah, we can get a team. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for week 15. It was a good week.
Right.
It was a good episode. Long episode.
Long.
This was fun.
Yeah. Thank you again, Kevin, for coming on. It was great to hear
Kevin.
from you.
That was a blast. Now I'm looking forward to the follow up that we got with him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I am too.
Lofty fucking goals. I don't think they're gonna happen. But
mine's gonna happen. I think I think I'm surpassing you in the next 30 days.
We can't have that. Can't have that.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna stay ahead of you too, so I can keep driving you to lower and lower numbers to get in tri-shape, baby. We're getting there. Let's go.
All right, dude. Well, hey, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Check out our socials. Like, comment, subscribe, rate us. It's awesome. We really enjoy doing this. Thank you all for watching. And we will see you next week.
See you guys. Thank you so much. And Scott, again, thank you.
Yeah, of course,
for
man.
today. I appreciate it.